I did the job of a paralegal for 35 years. I just didn't have the money that went with it. I was always a legal secretary or a legal administrator. I ran several law firms. I did the bookkeeping, the billing, all of that. And when I lost my job, I thought, what am I going to do? So I got online and I started looking. They don't want you unless you have a license. So even though I'd done the job for several years, I wasn't going to get the money that I felt I deserved. So that's why I went back to school. I never had done an online course before, so it was kind of scary at first, but they allowed you to go on right before the course started and kind of maneuver through to see if you had any problems. It was very user-friendly. I mean, I had no problems whatsoever. There was, step-by-step instructions. It was so easy. I think my 12-year-old could have done it, and not had any problems. So I am a little computer savvy. I do know enough about the computer that, I wasn't that scared, but I still had that fear of, what if I can't do this, because I've never done an online course, but I had no problem. I didn't have to worry. If I needed to get a hold of somebody, I could get a hold of them on Saturdays or Sundays, and anytime. I'd send an email, I'd get an email right back. If I needed a conference, I could get online and conference with them. They made it very easy and very accessible. Well, it's at your own pace. So you could really do it anytime. You could do it in the middle of the night if you couldn't sleep, or anytime you wanted. The class started at the beginning of March, and it ended the first week of July. I did not feel crunched, pushed. I didn't feel, we were given specific modules to go through, and each module was like 2 weeks, and it was great. I went at my own pace. I never felt like I was rushed or pushed my whole experience was a good experience. I can't even think of any negatives at all. The instructors were there, the assistants were there. The assistants were the ones that were awesome. They had some really good assistants, but the counselors were, the instructors were even as good as they were, because they were there. You needed them, they were there. If you sent an email, most of the times you'd think, well, 24 hours, they'll get back with me. No, within hours, they got back with you. So it was a really good experience, and it made things flow at a smooth rate for me. I didn't have to rush in and make sure that I was getting everything done on time because I had the time to do it. Didn't know I was going to open my own business, but I was in the middle of school, and I was approached by a not-for-profit organization who knew I was in school and asked me if I would come to work for them when I got my license. You have to be a licensed paralegal to do the work that he needed done. And I said, well, I didn't ever think about opening my own business. And he said, well, you need to think about it. So I went and talked to him. This was in May. Well, actually, in April. I'd only been in the course for a month, and in April he came to me, and so we met in May, and May the 6th I opened up my own company before I even finished school because I thought the opportunity was great. It's probably been the best thing that ever happened to me. I get to be at home. I get to be, there to watch my granddaughter. I'm raising my granddaughter, so I get to be home and be with her for school and all of that. And plus, my business has flourished. I not only am getting a lot of clients, I work with the elderly, and the market that I'm in with the foreclosures and, how bad it is right now. My business is flourishing, and I have just done very well for myself, and I am so pleased. It's hard to say that, I didn't think or dream that I would be here today after, before even getting my license, my certificate. But being a certified paralegal has meant everything to me, and I work with attorneys now, but I hire the attorneys, they don't hire me, which makes it even better. you know. So it's been a win-win situation for me. I mean, I can't tell you how much I appreciate, and especially at my age, you know. I mean, I'm 56 years old now, so who would have thought that I would have gone back to school, you know, and got my license and this would have happened, but it just shows you that, you know, anything can happen at any age. So I say if somebody wants to do it, they need to pick up the phone and call the college network, because they can make it happen. I mean, they really did for me, and I think they can do it for anyone.